it going, MP?
We know MP came ready to play.
Then please text the word "done" along with your issue and see location 55555. A member of our guest relations will respond to address your concerns immediately. The National Basketball Association and Golden State Warriors are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as taunting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language against others. Spectators engaged in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the Umpire Security or Service Member.
Good evening, everyone. The NBA season is still young, but there's a buzz in the air for this game of the NBA Cup. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for MP.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Lewis, and it's Strawther in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Warriors, the athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. MP out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. Tip-off goes to Denver. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Brown. Pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
MP against Lewis. MP kicks to Kuminga. Now, here's MP. He's guarded closely. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The shot by Curry, no good. The Nuggets now in offense. Lewis with it. Now defended by MP. Brown, the pass to Lewis. From outside, off the mark. MP finds Wiggins. Lewis against MP. Floats it up for Kuminga. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
How about the vision from MP? In the pick and roll, that's very encouraging to see.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Jokic sets the screen for Lewis. Going inside.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Nuggets shooting their first foul shots of the night here. The free throw drops for Lewis.
Lewis Jr. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Lewis.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Pass to Curry. Holmes with the steal. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. The drive by MP. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Wiggins. MP outside. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. No good at the rim. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And stolen by MP. He lobs it up.
And I like how MP made the pass, connecting with his teammate.
MP with the assist.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. They get a hand on it, and stolen by MP. Pass to Jackson Davis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. The Nuggets trail. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Now the obvious concern is Nikola Jokic, particularly as a playmaker. Coach told me if Jokic goes off for 40 himself, we can still win if we hold his teammates down. But that's tough when he's hitting those guys in their favorite spots. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. 4 on the shot clock. Drops in the layup for 2.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Suns.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Jokic with the screen on Kuminga. Holmes. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And the Warriors making a change here. Drummond's checked in. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And Curry has it in the corner. Back to MP. Here's the 3. And Brown pulls it down. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 in the field. And the dunk by MP.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Pass to Strother. To the paint. Here's Lewis. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. And Kuminga gets it to go on the assist by MP. MP's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Strother. Lewis' screen on Curry. Over to the wing. Jokic finds Holmes. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 3 on the clock. Shot from the top of the key. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
MP dishes to Kuminga. Hit by Kuminga. Floats it up for Kuminga. Holmes with the steal. And here they come. Pass to Brown. A floater. Warriors with the rebound. They are in the midst of an unbelievable streak right now. 18 straight wins. Just remarkable.
There is a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Porter's checked in for Denver. Now here's Lewis. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Pass to Strother. Lewis kicks to Porter. Traps in the tray.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Curry on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
The Nuggets trail by 8. He swipes the ball away again.
And he's been piling up the steals all season long.
Getting close to 4th on the single-season steals list.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Drummond with a screen on Lewis. And MP throws it down.
Looking like an old hand out there. MP working the two-man game to perfection.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And stolen by MP. Floats it up for Kuminga. MP passes to Wiggins. Back to MP. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski's coming in for Stephen Curry. And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thanks, Kevin. I've just got confirmation that the early season trade the Timberwolves have been pursuing is final. They've acquired one of the more mobile and athletic centers in the league. Clint Capella knows his role: defend, run the floor, finish, and rebound at a high level. He might never be a star in this league, but he can star in his role, and that certainly has quite a bit of value.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. Now Porter, following the miss by Jonathan Kuminga from deep. Jokic kicks to Lewis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
MP finds Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight. Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Inside, here's Porter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Porter's got 7.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's MP. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Here's Lewis. They trail by 16. Pass to Porter. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Good D by Drummond.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Holmes with the steal. Down low, Jokic. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to Pajemski. Back to MP. Three-pointer. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
This is why I love his game.
And another steal for him.
And he's had the clamps on opponents all season long.
Well, it's another steal for him to add to his impressive tally. Now tied for the 4th most in a single season. Here's Strother. He's defended by Pajemski. Holmes against Kuminga. Jokic with the screen on Kuminga. Here's Holmes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Quarter, no luck. Warriors leading by 17. MP with it, now guarded by Porter. MP deciding where to go with it. And he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Sims the pass to Brown. Holmes sets a screen. Here he goes. A nice shot by Brown.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's MP. 26 points for him. And MP throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown, nabbing another steal.
And he has just been ferocious at the defensive end all season long. He disrupts literally every possession.
With that steal, he holds the 4th place mark for most steals in a single season, rewriting the record books. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Suns was a driven man. He scored 63 points, and that was only part of it, as he added a triple-double for his work. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. Be looking to follow that up tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely done. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And that one's good. Wiggins
Getting some instant payback for that three on the other end. You just got to love the competitive fire.
Poked loose. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
I've always said, when in doubt, just jump over them. And Wiggins is listening to me.
The Nuggets really having a tough go here. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. An emphatic LU jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Pass to Collins. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Collins has got 5 points so far.
And that's 2 tough points from Collins. Willing to mix it up down low.
Here's Pajemski. MP outside. And MP throws it down hard.
I'll tell you one thing about MP. The man's got style.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. MP against Foster. Outside Porter. Off target from three-point range. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. A shot by Podziemski, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Back to Porter. Fires the three. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Foster down low. MP's there. The Nuggets with another miss. The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. And MP throws it down.
And MP is having himself a game, staying aggressive.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. Curry's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And the Nuggets making a change here. To the inside. Porter, bounce pass. Collins looking around. Gafford sets the pick for Collins. And another miss by Denver. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now, here's MP. He's got 34. The shot by Curry, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Collins kicks to Sims. Back to Collins. Pass to Wade. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Denver needs to get off his shot. Can they get it? It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And he drives in. Porter with it. He has 7. Sims kicks to Porter. It's hauled in by MP. Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. It's good. MP's got 36.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Sims, covered by MP. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his 3-point record will ever...
Oh, yes! What a dunk, and what a move.
For Denver, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Sims inside, covered by MP. Good on the 3-point shot.
Porter Jr.
Porter's got 10 points.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Curry, good.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Sims. Pass to Porter. Right side, Collins. Porter finds Collins. No good on the 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to MP. Unhindered, going all the way. The shot's good from Sims. Sims has got 4 points now in the quarter. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. MP right side. And the dunk by MP.
Let me tell you, MP is a strong finisher.
Denver's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Outside, Porter from deep. Drills it from outside. 13 points in the game.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Outside Curry. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Nobody answers the call better than Stephen Curry.
Here's Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. MP inside. Sims there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Out of the pick and roll, MP able to read and react.
Here's Sims. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 15.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andre Drummond's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Wiggins. Holmes, good.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Right side Curry. To the middle. Kicks it out to MP. Down low. Deflects the pass. 6 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Now we get a chance to check out MP. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. First in rebounding. And with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. MP against Lewis. Here's Justice. And the dunk by MP.
No wasted motion from MP. Gets the space he needs and drains it.
Here's Lewis. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pass to Strother. Jokic with his screen on Curry. Strother, no good on the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Lewis against MP. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. Buries it from three-point range.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Lewis passes to Jokic. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, MP. Lewis covering. The drive by MP. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bajemski, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Jokic kicks to Lewis. Pass to Jokic. Launches it. Warriors with the rebound. MP's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the layup is good. MP's got 47 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lewis outside. There's 10 seconds left now here in the second. Just 5 on the clock. Holmes passes to Brown. Here's Jokic. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Warriors on top, just dominating this one. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And get ready for the fans.
Thanks for tuning in.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all.
And let's move to some recent news. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Stephen Curry's out there with MP. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. That's the Warriors' foul.
Well, MP launches himself straight off the drive, turning his speed into some hang time.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Strother. Now Holmes, defended by Kuminga. And here's Jokic. Here's Strother, guarded by Kerr. Shoots it up. Warriors with the rebound. MP's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
And both free throws good for MP. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Knocked away and stolen by MP. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
So it's Denver now. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And he makes that one. MP's got 53.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And stolen by MP. Driving in. And the dunk by MP.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well. Excellent.
Oh, look at that play right there.
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow.
Showing a little two-way game. MP, that's big time.
And stolen by MP. Jumps up. And the dunk by MP.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Good work there as it goes.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Golden State.
Kuminga, no good.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
To the paint. Outside for Lewis. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Lewis has got 9 points.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Outside for Curry. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Holmes against Kuminga. Jokic sets the screen for Holmes. Inside. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Lewis kicks to Holmes. Here's Strother, guarded by Curry. To Holmes. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Lewis misses.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Here's Jackson Davis. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight and stolen by MP.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Pass to Holmes. Here's Brown. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Here's Strother. The Nuggets with another miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Kuminga, screen on Lewis. Floats it up for Kuminga. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well-timed pass by MP, and that's how you drop a dime.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Pass to Jokic. Here's Strother. Shoots over Curry. Drilled from 11 feet out. Strother's got his second basket of the game. And so, MP will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lewis outside. Pass to Brown. Back to Lewis. Jokic with the screen on MP. From 12 feet out. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Jokic with the steal. Here's Brown. Covered by Wiggins. Here's Brown. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Clock at 2. Lewis misses.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Nice persistence by MP off the drive.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Monday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against the Thunder, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
And MP throws it down.
What heart by MP, going through contact there and converting.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Here's MP. Drummond, great positioning on the putback.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Denver's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Brown. Porter with it. Here's Strother. A shot, no good. Good D by Drummond. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. MP outside. Pass to Kuminga, a three. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And that one's good by Porter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The drive by MP.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA. Well, the defense tries to collapse on MP's drive, but he just refuses to back out.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
The Warriors making a switch here. Santos is checked in and stolen by MP. Here's Clarkson. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Denver's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. To the inside, Porter. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Denver now. Here's Strother. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
And continuing to cough it up here. The TO's threatening to cost these guys the game.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Gafford passes, delivers. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 5 to shoot. Pass to Strother. The three-pointer off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Justice the pass to Santos. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Nuggets shooting about 42% so far. Here's Livers. Covered by MP. The three-point game, such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it. The Warriors, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski's coming in for Miles McBride. And Denver also making a switch. Wade's checked in. Thompson outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Gafford. Now here's Porter, and it's Wade in the corner. Here's Livers. Back to Collins. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. MP outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
Warriors foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And the dunk by MP.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And the foul called on MP. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. For Denver, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
26 seconds left in the third. MP with it, now guarded by Porter.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
Now Porter, 23 points in the game. Lobbed up there for Collins, and stolen by Thompson. Jacks up a 3, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Daniel Gafford is out there with John Collins. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Wade. And it's Livers in at the point. It's Porter outside. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
On the wing, Thompson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wade with it, picked up by Thompson. Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. Inside. Pass to Livers. Clock at 4. Snatched away. Now, here's MP. Guarded closely. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Utilizing those openings, MP gets the ball into ready scorer's hands.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by MP. Here's Clarkson. Rebounded by Gafford. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting about 42% so far. Took him no time at all on that one. Porter's got 14 points here in the second half.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Gafford against MP. Clock at 6. And again. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Delivers the pass to Porter. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Stolen. Here's Livers. He's covered by Clarkson. Left side, Porter. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by MP. MP's. Santos, the pass to Justice. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Miles McBride's checked in for the Warriors. And Denver with a change here, too. Jokic, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And the basket by MP.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
And MP throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Jokic finds Porter. Yep, it counts. Porter's got 8 here in the quarter.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
MP outside. And the dunk by MP.
Oh, it looks like somebody came out this half on a mission. And his intensity on offense, it's been fun to watch.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Livers, defended by McBride. Livers the pass it to Porter. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. Down low. And Jokic with the basket on the assist from Porter.
And just playing well within the offense. Porter's not forcing his own shot and shows solid court vision and passing ability.
Pass to Livers. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim.
And another steal for him.
With every steal.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Throws it up high. And another assist for him.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
Pass to McBride. MP inside. Porter's there. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. And here's Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Livers the pass it to Jokic. Outside, Porter. Collins kicks to Wade. Fires from deep. Warriors with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
MP against Collins. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Here's Livers. Outside Porter. Shot to stop the run. Sinks the triple. Porter's got 34.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
MP outside. Driving inside. And yep, another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Jokic. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
MP outside. Hands it from downtown. MP's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors.
He's looked practically
nabbing another steal.
All year long, that's been his thing, just pouncing on any chance to grab a steal.
Well, GA, with that swipe, he's now tied for third for most steals in a single season. For Denver, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Collins passes to Jokic. Wade on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Back to Collins. And they get it. And again, Denver no good.
gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not.
And another one falls.
And he's now tied for the fourth most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. Yes, that goes in. 36 points for Michael Porter.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Porter against MP. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, another bucket! Wow!
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. The Warriors making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. Now here's Lewis, defended by McBride. Jokic against Drummond. A nice shot by Brown.
Great find by Jokic. The best passing center I've ever seen.
And here is MP. And there's again, what an avalanche!
And that ties him for third all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show. Back to Lewis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Justice. And got it! Another basket.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. Pass to Holmes. Here's Strother. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth. Here's Justice. Good, he hits again.
And he's now outmatched his own single-game record for points with a staggering offensive onslaught. I think the defense is just as stunned as we are.
Words fail to describe the magnitude. He is putting in the work with a little overtime, and this game is sure to leave a mark.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Mike. He swipes the ball away again.
And he creeps towards greatness with every steal he makes.
He has climbed his way up to the third highest steal numbers ever in an NBA season. Amazing. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score.
And good, he hits it again.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. Holmes wide open. He fires. Offline with his three. And so MV will bring it up for the Warriors. Hangs. Rebounded by Holmes. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jokic kicks to Lewis. Here's Holmes. Lays it up off the glass.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Drummond. Wiggins dishes to MP. Drummond with a screen on Lewis. MP passes to Drummond. Jokic with the steal. Knocked loose, and another steal for him.
And this has been one of the most dominant defensive performances I've ever witnessed. He's a one-man steal machine.
We see the Warriors taking the game here.
You're one of the only players to ever get a quadruple-double.